Welcome back to another Fantasy Sports Insight NFL Showdown Breakdown. This is Hold the Door DFS. I am excited. This is going to be for our Sunday night game between the Rams and the Cowboys. DraftKings has really loaded up every Showdown slate, but it is fun when we can focus on one at prime time. So we are going to hop into this slate. Those of you that are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. If you are looking for core plays for every NFL slate, you can find that in our Discord channel, along with core plays for every other sport as well. And then we also have experts that are willing to talk you through builds, give you feedback. So it's a great place to stop if you're looking to become a better player at DFS. So starting out the salary, we have Dak Prescott, $10,800. As a lot of the research has shown that quarterbacks don't typically win you GPPs in the captain role. Saying that doesn't mean that you can't use them in cash. So quarterbacks to me seem a little bit more cash friendly because they have just a higher implied floor. But I do think you might want to get creative in your GPP builds and not use somebody like Dak or Jared Goff in your captain role. Ezekiel Elliott, I prefer more as a potential GPP captain option. I think Ezekiel Elliott will be a core play for me in cash or GPP. Dak Prescott would be more of a correlation play with the receivers. This game is favored for Dallas, and we are looking probably between that 50 and 60 point range. Dallas has had one of the highest paces of play last season, and they are bringing back Kellen Moore as their offensive coordinator. So I don't really see a lot changing in terms of how they run their offense. They added CeeDee Lamb, so they do have another target there, and Bruce Jarwin being their tight end instead of Jason Witten. So Amari Cooper likely to be shadowed by Jalen Ramsey. That can be, you can kind of take that as you want. I think it maybe gives him a slight bump down, but I don't think that it's a reason to completely fade either. We know that he had some injuries at the end of last season, but he is looking like he's completely cleared to play for Sunday night's game. And I think he will be somebody they want to get going right away. So I do prefer Cooper to Gallup or CeeDee Lamb, obviously, even based on who he'll likely see on defense. But it is more of a price tag thing at $9,000. Cooper Kupp, I love always in DraftKings, just with that PPR, that full point per catch. If he gets 8 to 10 catches, he's already at, likely at 12 to 15 points, depending on the yardage. So I love Cooper Kupp. I think I prefer him over Robert Woods. Robert Woods maybe might be a little bit more safer in terms of he's going to get you 50 to 60 yards, 4 to 5 catches. But I do just love the upside that Kupp has, along with the safety of just running a lot of those routes out of the slot. Gallup, too, will be another target for the Cowboys this year. He obviously played really well last year, had some huge games. Definitely, if you notice his average per catch, is pretty long. So you're not going to see a lot of times him, I don't know. I just think, he is more prone for that long catch, similar to someone like Tyreek Hill. Moving down here, we have Tyler Higbee, who obviously was phenomenal at the end of the season last year. But part of that, I think, was in that Gerald Everett was injured. So Gerald Everett will be one of my favorite value plays, actually. He is listed at 1,000. I think the fact that they didn't trade him in the offseason with multiple offers, they used him pretty close to a 50-50 split before he was injured. Not saying that he's going to outperform Higbee, but for 6,000, I think it's 6,000 less, 6,200 less. I think that Gerald Everett is a phenomenal value on this slate. Moving down here, the Rams running back situation is going to be one to just kind of monitor. But I think in week one, you're going to have to be really careful because I think Sean McVay is going to take the stance of giving everybody an opportunity, but not really committing to anybody unless it becomes clearly obvious in the game who is the best running back to use. Because it sounds like Henderson will be out. So that would leave us with Cam Akers, Malcolm Brown, and potentially, I think we had another running back in here. I think even Xavier Jones is going to be on the roster today. So again, unless we hear something completely different, I don't think that, it's really tough to pay $6,800 for Cam Akers in cash, at least, with kind of an unknown role. Bruce Jarwin coming into that tight end role for Dallas. Last year, we didn't see them use their tight end all that often, besides in the red zone. So if you think he can get a touchdown, I think Bruce Jarwin is fine at 6,200. I just think the upside of somebody like Cam Akers or Woods getting up to there over someone like Jarwin makes sense to me. Moving on to CeeDee Lamb, who is likely going to be rotating in the receiving core as well. I think 5,800 is a nice GPP price. I think he, could score a touchdown, have 3 or 4 catches, and pay off that $5,800 price tag. Greg the Leg, I love at 4,200, one of the best kickers in the league, now playing for Dallas. So he will definitely be in consideration for cash for me. I like that nice, safe 8 to 10 points for 4,200. Reynolds is always a boomer bust receiver. Doesn't necessarily see all the snaps on the field, but I think 3,200, you're not asking that much for him to pay off his price tag. The defenses here are in play. I would lean more to the Cowboys just because I do think that they get pressure on Jared Goff, and we all know what happened last year. His QB rating was awful just due to the pressure. Their offensive line struggled. He was not good under pressure. I think that we continue to see that. Another super flyer, Blake Bell, we know in the past has, come up with that 1 catch, 7-yard touchdown, and then he now hits value. So overall, I think, my core will be starting with Ezekiel Elliott, Cooper Kupp, in cash, likely Dak. And then, looking probably my favorite value being someone like Gerald Everett, or even with just a little bit more upside, maybe going to Reynolds, and then probably Greg the Leg, and then filling in from there and deciding which combination of using one of those core plays at captain would work out best. I mean, I think if you're playing Dak, you probably want to try to see if you can fit in Gallup or Cooper, at least one of them, to have some correlation when he throws that 70-yard bomb to Cooper to start off the game. All right, if you enjoy our content, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to our channel. We have tons of new content coming out every day. We have a loaded NFL schedule that we do have posted, so be sure to check that out. And then get over to our Discord channel if you want core plays that will help you build winning lineups on Sundays. All right, thanks a lot.